Welcome back. Now, that was a very sumptuous box of chocolate. Thank you very much, sir, for being so kind as to bless me with the benefits of your return. Good to have you back in the studio.
I really don't know what to say. Must we lie to our people that I brought you chocolate? I never brought you any chocolate. I have been in the swampy, the riverine, the muddy area of the country, jumping from one hut to another, jumping from one village to another. Then suddenly you're asking of chocolate. Then I jokingly ask the question, did you think I cross over? Did you think I cross over to Zamfara State, to Niger State, to Kebbi State, to Katsina State, where I probably will meet with the bandits who probably would have given me chocolate to bring for you? And we're coming out of this break now. You are telling the people the advantage you got. I did not bring you chocolate, Adu. I did not give Adu any chocolate because I never brought any. I moved to the area that there are no chocolates.
Okay.
And there are no major supermarkets where you traverse the creeks, telling the Atlantic Ocean how you doing there, because these are the places. Now, what I probably could have brought would be smoking dry fish. Very, very good, very, very nutritious. I have a few which I did not share with anybody because the quantity I'm expecting, they might be sending some to me. But did I tell you that my laptop was lost on the journey? Don't worry, I was never attacked. I forgot it somewhere. And within the next 1 week, my laptop shall come back to me. So if it is my loss you want me to share with you, unfortunately it's not physical, but I've shared that with you. I've given you that. No chocolate. Lagos Talks 91.3 FM, you are welcome. This is Adu and the Guru. Technicalities almost went way high here. So, but here we are now. We can talk. So we need to eliminate a few things like historical perspective and all those. And of course, I am here today without any menu. The menu had to do with the absence of the laptop. But without the menu, you are going to enjoy every bit of it. First of all, I'm starting this program today by recognizing 3 of my friends who had their birthday, one last week, 1 week before last, and Kwanko. I just have to recognize them because they are people that are contributing much to my exercising. They are people that are contributing much to what I'm doing. If you hear my voice always very good, these 3 are among them. Number 1 among them is Pastor Oluwatoyin Oshin. He's my very, very favorite follower. Apart from that, he prays regularly for me. And I must appreciate his plea. So when it was his day to be celebrated, if I don't do it, I will not feel too good. Pastor Oluwatoyin Oshin. Omalarewe, so I congratulate you. Please forgive me for this coming late. But it is better than not touching it at all. Omawumi, Oshin wife, thank you for taking care of my brother, taking care of my pastor, taking care of my friend, which is why he's one of my best followers. So Oshin, happy birthday. Second one is Moshood Olukayode Adekoya. Now that I've gone, now I'm now on air. But one responsibility that Moshood Olukayode Adekoya have been doing over the years, very, very faithful, is that by 9:30 he goes online. He circulates everywhere, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, that the Guru is now on air. So listen to the Guru. It's now on air. Listen to the Guru. And about 2 weeks ago, I was told the fact it was your birthday. Because I wasn't around, I couldn't come around. Like as I said about Toshi, congratulations. Happy birthday. Moshood Olukayode Adekoya. Though I call him favorably as village headmaster. He's my village headmaster. So that's for that. Then one person that remain Akifa Akin, is it Fatuke or Fatuke?
Yes.
Fatuke. Fatuke. Is that the Fa of Ifa?
Well, my Yoruba is still
Akin,
growing.
Please, don't argue this with me. It shows that you are, as a friend, you have not taught me well about the originality of the name. Is your own? Is it Fatuke that is now abbreviated that Fatuke? Ke? I understand that. Kemi. Kama Kenyo. Okay, Akin. Happy birthday. Yours was just yesterday. So it's not too far. I couldn't have celebrated you yesterday. Because if I were to be even in the studio, I probably would be running between the studio and my church services. So, happy birthday. Having said this, like I said earlier, there are issues we want to look at today without the menu. And these issues, Nigeria is becoming worrisome. I have taken a decision that within the next this is April that is finishing. April is the 4th month, am I right?
Yes.
Or is it the 2nd month?
The 4th month.
The 4th month. Many will be having how many more months? 8?
8 months.
8 months to go. The next 8 months, we shall be concentrating more on periscoping. We are periscoping people, periscoping politicians, periscoping ourselves, periscoping Nigeria, and periscoping the stand of Nigeria, what is most likely to be within the international community in the next few years. And we shall dare to periscope the Nigeria of the next 50 years. The reason for doing this are 4 issues that I am bringing in today. These are the 4 issues that are to be discussed. Because the menu would have been President Muhammadu Buhari gave another marching order to the service chiefs. Of what benefit has that been to us now? The menu would have been 300 people killed by bandits in any of the states. Is that new to us? The menu would have been that the NDLA had just arrested some people that packaged cocaine as lip tea. Cocaine.
Yes.
Nigeria is really becoming daring.
It's the same brazen attitude that made the Imo illegal refinery oil explosion also come to light, because people are desperate to make money.
That was a terrible one. Many people want beyond recognition. That. But let us bring these 4 items onto the table as our menu. Adu, because of absence of my laptop, I didn't send anything to you.
No.
And I owe you apology. I must not take you for granted because of your spiritual supervision over my activities as the Deputy Pope, Africa and Asia Affairs. All right. Number 1, President Goodluck, Ebele Jonathan, entrance into the race. The presidential race. Or shall we put it, ex-president Goodluck Ebele Jonathan running. Obviously, the much the man said when the so-called lobbyists went to him, confirmed that the man truth is there. The man wants to return back. We need to critically evaluate, 1, what factors would have made APC government that for the past 7 years had not seen anything good in Goodluck Jonathan.
Oh, they blamed him for everything.
All the woes of this world have been brought on him. What would make APC as a government not to say, let us give this thing to Goodluck Jonathan. That's number one. What would have made Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, a man who had been played up as hero of democracy, when in midst of counting of votes, he saw the handwriting and he did appropriately what a wise man should do by picking the phone and since then the whole world recognized Goodluck Ebele Jonathan as hero of democracy. What we turned his head with all what he has been listening to as how he destroyed Nigeria, how he put Nigeria down. In the first place, I wouldn't know how he would be able to clear this one within even 20 years. What would have now decided it to say, okay, I'm the best person for the job? What are the technicalities, to religion, everything that are behind it? We need to evaluate it. That is number one. So the first item here will be President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan entrance into the race. 2, Northern elders further divide Nigeria. Though the campaign that was brought up from the rising of the sun is being annihilated, even from Northerners, even from even the Northern Elders Forum itself have not disagreed with the plan. But let us not lose sight of the implication of this pronouncement. Northern Elder Professor Ango Abdullahi, this is a very, very erudite scholar, former Vice Chancellor, Ahmadu Bello University. They brought former President Ibrahim Babangida to share this occasion. And they now picked 2 candidates. That is Bala Mohammed, governor of Benue State, Bauchi State. Then Senator Bukola Saraki, former governor 2 times of Kwara State, former Senate president, that they now become the consensus candidate of the North. Please, let us not overlook that word, the North. They now brought them, they qualified them, and meaning Nigeria, this is our candidate from the North. Let the South bring their candidates, and therefore let both of them go for the contest. Meaning, let there be contest between South, North, or Southern Nigeria and Northern Nigeria. Has this arrangement not thrown Nigeria back to events that were ground in this country before 1914, when the amalgamation that brought the Southern Protectorate and the Northern Protectorate together? The one Nigeria we have been told that we are working for in this country that must be sustained, that it must not be allowed to go into discourse, that it is not negotiable. Is there exactly one Nigeria? I have been always in my life an advocate, and I spent a few years on this earth. I'm not talking as a baby. I'm talking as an adult. I may be the youth leader, but I'm an adult, fully qualified. I do. The question is this: has this Northern Elders, as mentioned, I mentioned it 2 minutes ago, that the Northern Elders Forum had even disagreed or disassociated themselves with this. This Northern Elders that are brought together under the chairmanship of President President Ibrahim Babangida, who fought and got a serious injury on his leg to unite Nigeria. As the so-called united Nigeria not be thrown into pieces or 2 pieces again, we need to evaluate this. Then let us go to the third. What is the third? The third is APC presidential nomination form for 100 million naira. 100 million naira. The first question is that somebody may ask there, the guru, what is your business with the price that APC tagged that form with? Are you a member of the APC? Do you have anything to lose? So that you will say, I have local standing. I don't have local standing, as the law says, that I have nothing to suffer. Because I'm not I'm not a politician. No. If we must think of Nigeria, we must think of what the political parties are coming up with. The form, 100 million Nigeria.
100 million naira.
Sorry. Okay.
You say 100 million Nigerians.
Am I quoting that the price for each Nigeria is 1 million now? Now, the question is this. Whoever that emerges eventually to contest the election from any of the political parties that will play their people up will become president over Nigeria, over your life, over my life, over our affairs. For this reason, I have my local standing to contend with this matter. The office of the president, please dig a little deep. Check the facts. As of the last time, I don't know whether it has been amended, that I checked the facts. The salary that will come to the president at every tenure, and a tenure has 4 years, is 54 million. There is a little above it. I will come to that. It's 54 million for 10 or 4 years. So the next president, if he comes from APC, has gone to the marketplace as a businessman to buy a product. He pay product, the businessman, we are talking of a businessman now, I travel to Nisha market to go and buy products he will sell to the public. And he paid for that product 10 million. Knowing fully that at the end of his sales venture, let us put it lifespan of 12 months, the total amount he will sell the product that he bought for 10 million is 1,500,000. He purchased willingly, logically, cheerfully. He purchased the product in Onitsha market for 10 million. Knowing fully that the price after 12 months will give him 1.5 million. Which businessman does that? Or you pick a form to get an application to enroll in a job. And for you to get the application, the form assessing you that application, you pay 800,000 naira. And your salary calculated, if you are employed, for the whole 4 years, your salary calculated is 150 naira. Which anticipating, which life is it candidate or that will do that? You are paying 800 naira for the form, and your salary, your remuneration, everything, for 4 years after you would have gotten that employment will now be 150 naira. So, for those who may want to question the guru, you are not a member of APC, live there. No, we must discuss this. If we don't even touch it today, we must touch it. But now, let's go back and pick one more thing. That number 4. The budget of the Nigerian Army. Today, I'm breaking down the budget of the Nigerian Army alone. When we talk of the military, the Nigerian military, it goes beyond the army. Army is most senior. Quite right, yes. Because the Nigerian Army was established in 1863. The police was established in 1861. So the police seniors the army in establishment. Please, Nigeria, don't make mistake. What you had before that was army, was it Nigeria Army? Was the West Africa frontiers that trained the first 30 men employed by the police in 1861. The Nigerian military consists of the Nigerian Army, consists of the Nigerian Air Force, and consists of the Nigerian Navy. And I ranked them in order of seniority. Because after the Army, the next to come on board was the Nigerian Air Force, before Nigerian Navy that came on board last. The Nigerian Air Force, that's where you had people like, I've almost forgotten his name now, but if you come to head, who later dropped a helicopter crash somewhere very close to Fusu, and that, which was why people like General Obada was moved from the Nigerian Army to go and help in establishing the Nigerian Air Force. It was for that reason that he became the second acting chief of staff for the Nigerian Air Force. Shitu Alao is the one I'm trying to recognize his name. Then after that, the Navy. Today, the Nigerian Army budget, I captured the Army budget and why the war against terrorism cannot be won. I sent a clip to you, Adu.
Yes, you did.
I don't know if we have it handy. Is it possible?
I can make it happen.
Okay, please. Adu will make it happen. Then once you make it happen, maybe we are going to start from there. That, because the fact, and I said it before, President Muhammadu Buhari had released more money than any of his predecessors to the Nigerian military. He has gone purchasing equipment more than any of his predecessors. This is why President Muhammadu Buhari could boast of himself as having gone into the war more than any of his predecessors. But that will become fallacy of presentation. Because the limit of that money, is the money released, is it being used for the purposes of fighting this war? It would be terrible if you hear one fact that 82% of the money allocated is used not on capital expenditure, but recurrent expenditure. Not to buy equipment, but to pay salary, to bring allowances, to buy coffee, to pay for the girlfriends that are coming to visit somebody and Kwanko, to buy apple and all those things. Recurrent expenditure. 82% of all the money, and within the past 7 years, the National Assembly had allocated almost 12 trillion to the Nigerian security services. If it is the Nigerian security services, then this will include the police and the NSDC. Are you handy with it?
Well, I'm still loading the
okay,
video.
You are loading. God bless you. Now, 12 trillion, 82% of that 12 trillion had gone not for capital expenditure, but for, I don't need a solid hard and die economist. As we are hearing my voice, please, calculate this. 82% of this huge money goes for recurrent expenditure, not capital expenditure. So, if you remove 80 from 100, it remains 20. Remove the 2, remain 18. Meaning 80% of it, you can now see why this war, we can never win it. The question will come, did the president that approved this money, did he monitor to how the money was being deployed? The president had failed to do this. It means, in addition to the fact that the buck stops on his table, because he's the commander-in-chief, he's not only just president, he's the commander-in-chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces. He's the commander-in-chief of the Nigerian Armed Forces. So we have to look at this totality. Then we have evidences at our hand that the National Assembly has a committee report that says the money they are allocated for fighting of this war in the first 4 years of President Muhammad Buhari tenure, whatever the service chiefs then used the money to purchase, those things did not arrive in Nigeria. The gurus don't say they did not purchase. They probably purchased. But where is my evidence? My evidence is in a committee report at the National Assembly that mentioned the names of all the services and everything. That's number one. Number two, the National Security Advisor, NSA, to the president, thank God he has not changed. He remains Major General Babagana Mogunu. He has not changed. Shouted it out loudly that no equipment is seen, and he made caricature of the whole matter by saying maybe they were purchased either in America or somewhere in Europe. Maybe they are still in the sea coming. This was what went all throughout the first tenure of, and by the first tenure of President Muhammad Buhari, he was privileged, or he was good enough to head on to one service chief, to one chief of army staff, one chief of navy staff, one chief of, it's only at the police that is it. But the police are not even in this equation. And the National Security Advisor told Nigerians that this report is making is well known to the president. And the president set up a committee, and the committee that the president knows that nothing purchased by the service chiefs had arrived in Nigeria. That's why he concluded that it might be that this is about the 12 trillion allocated to the security services for the past 7 years. 12 trillion. We have it on record. 82% of this 12 trillion is not used for capital development. It is purely recurrent expenditure. So what we had for capital development is 18%. How can we win the war with 18%? We can now understand why the bandits are coming larger, carrying more equipped, more sophisticated equipment than. Have you been able to?
Yes, I have been able to get one. Maybe whilst I load this, let me just play this particular.
Okay, please listen to this. Listeners, we have not been able to come to that particular one that spoke about the amount given to the Nigerian Army in 2020, 2021, and 2022. But let us listen to one that spoke about the bandits. Very, very clear voice.
I've spoken with them 11 times. And aside me, I don't think any other person has done that. 11 times. And what did they say? The first instance, they said they had their targets on that train. That it weren't our parents and sisters or brothers that they aimed at. But these were just, in quote, necessary evil they had to do with them. And what did they tell me? That the governor has been running his mouth. And that's why they came to his doorstep. And this is just the beginning, that they will go further than this. I spoke with them. They told me that the only relief we had was we as at the time we spoke to them, that was 2 days before they freed the other guy, Alwan, before they freed him. We spoke as at that was last Monday. Was the last, but immediately they got their money. What else do you want? That money that was given jeopardized the release of the other victims. Let's say the truth. We can't afford it.
Okay, you are welcome back. I think there is still a mix-up picking that. Now, because this narration is going to be going on for the next few weeks, if we are, let me just go straight away to other matter. We'll bring this back on Monday.
Okay.
And we'll play you everything. Now, in a very short transformation of exercise. Let me put it that way. Let's look at the matter. The first thing I mentioned here is President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan entrance to the race. And I have a few minutes before I bring in my listeners to talk. I did ask a few questions. What would that be the reason why APC will go into their caucus and say the only person, let's give this thing to Goodluck Jonathan? If it is to present a better Nigeria after President Muhammadu Buhari tenure, because better Nigeria was never reached. If it is to get a better Nigeria, with Goodluck Jonathan, according to the calculations are presenting that the APC government have been giving to us, to all Nigeria, to the whole world for the past 7 years, will Goodluck Jonathan be the person to do the job? Given all the type of accusation, how he stole Nigeria dry, how he destroyed Nigeria, will Goodluck Jonathan be the best person that the APC should bring out? If all what the APC told us that were the atrocities of Goodluck Jonathan all throughout his tenure, if the APC now resolve that the only person that can bring the better Nigeria these people are ready for is Goodluck Jonathan, the APC owe Nigeria a responsibility to tender apology of all the lies they told against Goodluck Jonathan. Mm-hmm. Without that, if they are presenting Goodluck Jonathan because they want a better government for Nigeria, it means there are more thought than to make this. That is number one. Number two, how come that Goodluck Jonathan, we remember President Olusegun Obasanjo tore his membership card of the PDP at the time. Goodluck Jonathan is still here, he is being silent. But by the statement he made last week, he is prepared to go to run. The question is this: what made Goodluck Jonathan to think that the glory he had accumulated by being considered as hero of democracy in Nigeria, that is the best thing he should now put into the Atlantic Ocean to be thrown away? Will he get any good news? Is Goodluck Jonathan not listening to all the allegations levied against him for the past 7 years? If he is that demonic personified, according to the presentation of the APC, must he really go back to say, I accept, I will run? Because the Punch analyzed the situation for that, and the Punch newspaper told us on Saturday that Goodluck Jonathan based his acceptance on one condition, that if President Muhammadu Buhari endorses him, he will take the offer to run on the platform of APC as president. The thing is not yet clear.
Perhaps he has one or two more things to give the country.
Okay. Which he did not give the other day. Okay, let us still interrogate it further. Why would the APC or President Muhammadu Buhari think of Goodluck Jonathan having alleged all these things against him? It could be for one or two reasons, or many, as you will fathom while you are listening to this. One, it could be that the calculation they have seen, President Muhammadu Buhari had calculated, evaluated everything, because calculation and evaluation are responsibility of every military officer. Because they are trained, they are well trained. That is why the cost of bringing a military officer to the rank of a major general is not slow. He would have calculated and said, this man is so naive. If we call him and we tell him, oh yeah, go and do it, he would accept it. And is the best man we should use for the power to remain longer in the north. Because Goodluck Jonathan, if he comes out, he will remain only one Nigeria that can only contest once. He has only one tenure, which even will be challenged by the courts, by lawyers, because he has been sworn into office 2 times. But loosely, let us take it, he has only one tenure. After he would have finished his tenure, obviously, we don't need to contact any oracle on this. The power goes back to the north.
So just a 4-year hiatus.
then it means the North will tell the South that, we brought it. Just come back. All right. Therefore, one will conclude on this that there is a mechanism of manipulation which had been on ground before 1914 in some hidden agreement that took place in 1552 that are still playing out. So then President Muhammad Buhari would have seen in his calculation that Goodluck Jonathan, so now, is the only one person we can easily use to achieve this. That is on the one hand. Then on the other hand, can we think of a scenario? We see people like Amaechi marching with authority of achieving into the presidency. Whatever happened, APC is now bending towards indirect primaries, not direct, not consensus, indirect primaries. What's the fear for direct? The fear for direct is that if they go for direct primaries, because these delegates are cash and carry product, Bola Tinubu will have a larger candidate. Amaechi is marching, and Amaechi is marching with authority, with audacity. We have now known how many groups are putting themselves together to sponsor Amaechi, including some foreign interests, which I'm not at liberty, but as a journalist, I have the right. There is no law compelling me to divulge my source to you. So you should know that. Then, what will make us not to think of a scenario that Goodluck Jonathan, there is still something left in him. We want him fully disgraced, but the man is not being disgraced. He's being respected all over the world as a hero of democracy. Let us give him one final disgrace that will now put him and his record, generational record, into permanent abyss.
Because the truth is, what can you do in 4 years, considering where we're coming from?
No, given the name you are being evil stamped with all over the world. So, if Goodluck Jonathan, if he remains uninitiated and he accepts, and they now go for presidential primaries, and suddenly all the delegates now give their vote to Rotimi Amaechi, how will Goodluck Jonathan walk out of that place? With heads bowed, with shame covering him, or what? And that will be everlasting shame. Not only on him, his generations will take that shame. That is one scenario we should consider. What about the second scenario? That Rotimi Amaechi is waiting. Rotimi Amaechi started the battle that split APC. Split PDP. When Rotimi Amaechi with the wife of Goodluck Jonathan. And Goodluck Jonathan sponsored the federal government of then to back Jonathan Jang of Plateau to become the chairman of the Nigerian Governors Forum against Amaechi. And the federal government released money under the supervision and authorization of Goodluck Jonathan and gave the money to Niger State Governor, the chief steward of the people,
Aliyu
Babangida, who collected the money, and in the election,
he did otherwise.
He voted for Amaechi as against Jonah Jang. So the battle started with Amaechi. Even if Goodluck Jonathan gets the
ticket,
the delegates backing, and he gets it, what will the position of Amaechi be? Amaechi is younger, and Amaechi had more facts about APC. Don't forget, 2 times he became the Director General of the campaign organization. To be a Director General of campaign organization, where the money comes from, where you know it, you have those facts. What about this? Then again, with the Goodluck Jonathan, the mother is still alive. Do they have people in their village? Do they have community? Omo Kirino and all of them? I don't know. So the thing is not playing well. So So therefore, Nigeria must look at it, because if he emerges, he's going to be Nigeria president. And if he emerges from, so Nigeria should think of all the totality, the power game play, as I evaluated it, the power coming temporarily, going back speedily, and all those. Nigeria should look at it. I don't know if that is enough for the day, because I don't want to override the interest.
So that our friends can talk to us?
Oh, yes. But let me just add one more thing. Northern elders further divide in Nigeria. We can say that very briefly. Maybe in 100% of a second. If you have 100% of a second. The chairman of this Northern elders is President Ibrahim Babangida, a 4-star general, a man who has good relationship all over Nigeria. It is during his tenure that Nigeria Corrupt PLC was formed, and Nigerians were invited to come and become shareholders. Nigeria Corruption PLC, and he supervised the invitation of all Nigerians to become. He opened the space. Oh yes, he did. That privacy to entrepreneurship of broadcasting today, he opened all those places for us. He did well. But there is no doubt about it. He equally enlarged and went to CAC to register Nigeria Corruption PLC and invited Nigerians to become shareholders. In 2011, when a contest was coming, political contest of who run for the presidency, President Ibrahim Babangida was one of those running. And the Northern elders came under the chairmanship of the late Adamu Shiroma, former finance minister, former CBN governor, former managing director of Daily Times, and all those. And that elders forum returned a verdict saying disqualify Ibrahim Babangida and all others, and brought Atiku Abubakar and named him as the preferred candidate of the North. Now the Shiki had come home to roost. The game has on. Babangida is the one supervising this chairmanship of the Northern elders now. Why do you think Atiku Abubakar will not be legged away? So Atiku Abubakar has gone. But that is not for me to decide. They have their way if they can ever fight themselves. All of them are going into the departures, age of departures launch. I'm not going to departure launch. My age is high, but I'm not going to departure launch. But let us look at it. Then they had the audacity to tell Nigeria, look at the best 2 candidates from the North. These are Northern Nigeria candidates. Let Southern Nigeria bring their candidate and let them meet in the field. The implication of that is that even during his tenure, President Ibrahim Babangida must have been servicing one Nigeria with nothing but rhetorics. He didn't believe in one Nigeria. It means the one Nigeria that came into being in that very favorable contract signed in Calabar that very early morning, October what? October, is it 26 or something? In Calabar, where 28 people sat down to bring the South and the North Protectorate together. The 28 of them that sat down, 6 of them were Nigerians, but none of those 6 Nigerians put pen to paper. So the amalgamation became exercise in futility. It never existed, so to say. Because this presentation, these are northern candidates. Southern candidates, South, please bring your candidates, and let it tells you that the younger generation that must take power from APC, from PDP, must work hard to bring to reality one Nigeria. The Guru will have much to say about this presentation. For now, I stop the discussion here. Jonathan running, Northern elders divide Nigeria further. we are not ended with the discussion. We shall continue the discussion. But the remaining two, plus the tape we want to play for you, and we enumerate it, will be coming on Monday next week. These are not works for Money Digest. They are critical now. I do, for now. But please, 3 minutes before I sign off, or 4 minutes before I sign off, I will take command again of some narration. Because you want to know what was the result of my journey. I went in search of the thieves. Because the federal government told us that 80% of our oil is being stolen. I went in search of the thieves. Did I meet the thieves? Did I see the thieves? Is Nigeria oil being stolen? Who are the thieves? The guru is back to town. Before another 4 weeks that I will go to the north. Because I want to go in search of the bandits, the terrorists. Don't ask me which person help I will deploy. If it is Gumi, I will talk with him. Because Gumi will take me there. It's God that take me to whichever place I go. He brings me back safely. Gumi will help. But until then, please let our people come in.
Thank you so much, sir. Well, let me start from our friends at the pen this morning. Quite a lot of reactions coming in. Okay, so this is coming in from James from Ikeja. It says, good morning. Oh, okay. That was for our friends on Sports Zone. Adeboga says, why is Adu eager to taste Bandit chocolates? Does it taste good? Adeboga.
You put yourself in this.
Daddy did not decide to go along with my joke, so. Olukayode says, Guru, I doff my heart. The Almighty will celebrate you too beyond your expectation. And Lagos Talks University will wax stronger. Keep up the good work. Moshood Olukayode is the one who said that.
Thank you.
I think it's what you call Village Headmaster.
Village Headmaster, yes.
WhatsApp still has messages coming in. Madam Aline says, JJ to me wants to come back because he wants to prove a point that things said about him are false. And if you look at it, every reformation brought by him was in the right direction. IPPS, railway, electoral, TED fund, oil subsidy, e-wallet, etc., etc. Don't forget, Fashola said GJ regime built more roads than any government. Point blank news. That was December 9, 2015. ABC lied to remove him. They went back to their vomit. Olawale says, good day, sirs. Releasing the money is not the issue. Approval is different from implementation. They're talking about the military budget. Olamileka from Ikorodu says, good morning, and Adu and Guru. The person that's trying to smuggle GG to APC via backdoor was Buni because he's eyeing the vice presidential slot. And everything has been put to political graveyard. Dead on arrival. Winga from Motion says, you can't give what you don't have. That is what happened to our president, a man that hired and cannot fire. It's now clear that APC is totally a failure party. I blame myself the day I knew the so-called APC. God deal. Winga from Motion is the one there. One more. Ima from Ejigbo says, Duguru, I'm sorry, but I pity you and other Southerners who still believe in this propaganda called One Nigeria, because there is no pointer to that. Even a former head of state and former president from the South said there's an agenda, but not even a single Southerner believed. The plan to bring GEJ is to make half of the APC decamp to PDP, and that the North has concluded their plans to produce a Northern candidate, and that's the simple mathematics. All right, we go to the phone lines now. 0809-234-5913, 015151-913. Turn off your radio, please. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Adu.
Hello.
Good morning, the Guru.
Yes, Peter, good morning to you.
How are you?
Thank you. I'm fine, sir. Ogami, the Guru.
Yes, sir.
This song that says, my life is in your hand. Your life is in God's hand.
Yes, amen.
I pray that wherever you will go to, your life will be hidden in Christ Jesus.
Amen.
Nothing will happen to you.
Amen.
You are welcome.
Thank you. God bless you.
Now, the point I want to make here is that Let APC bring an angel, not even Jonathan. I think we have to stand to reject APC. Though we know that APC and PDP, they are one, but that nomenclature, we will reject one. For now, APC, we have rejected PDP. The point for me remains that if Jonathan wants to take up that offer, he will first of all come out to explain to Nigerians what did he see in the forest that made him to say, my political ambition does not worth the blood of Nigerians. Was politics bloodshedding? Was election result to bring bloodshedding in Nigeria? He must explain to us. Why did he do that? Why didn't he fight to finish? Was he a coward then? But now he wants to be used to rubbish the image that he has created for himself. We are waiting for him. If he comes, we will campaign. Nigerians will reject Jonathan if he cannot put his head on his shoulder and think very well. That's also that finally, on the Northern Elders, whatever they want to do, they should go ahead and do it. The God of heaven will visit them at the end of the day, and we will know who owns the land. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Peter.
Interesting that the Northern Elders only endorse people from... Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Okay. All right, back to WhatsApp. Bello Muhyiddin from Lagos Island says, good morning, Nadu and Guru. Those who want Goodluck knows he only has one term to spend. There's too much in a hurry for power to return to the north. Nigerians need a divine intervention from the power mongers, despite that they have nothing to offer. This is from Ima. Says, GJ should be prevailed upon to squash this life disaster he's alleged to be thinking of. People should talk to him to drop the silly idea because it defies common sense. What is he thinking of? All the way from Finland, Onyin joins us, says, Guru and pro-Jonathan are disappointed and heartbroken that their so-called hero of democracy might be joining the APC. If the Guru wants APC to apologize, Jonathan should also apologize to Nigerians for associating with those that brought him down. Nigerians should know by now that these politicians are the same. They're concerned only for their selfish interest. I don't need any apology from APC or Jonathan. They are all the same.
From Finland?
From Finland, yes.
Okay, now, hold on. Let me celebrate this. He's always with us.
Yes.
I celebrate you all the way from Finland.
Okay, Obinna Israel says, Jonathan has betrayed the PDP. If he runs on that APC, he'll fail woefully. I just hope Peter Obi wins the primary election. That's just the bridge before him. Sina Ayomi, I guess that must be Shina Ayomi, says, if truly JJ still has a mother, I think it's high time his mother calls him. And what did he forget in Asorok? He'll be shamed at the end of the day because he will have nothing to offer. Latif Erin Folami says, fantastic analysis by the Guru on this JJ APC ticket issue. Nothing to add, but the idea that APC is contemplating JJ is so diabolical and insulting that Nigerians should reject APC in its totality in 2023, with or without Jonathan. One more from WhatsApp before we go back to the phone lines. This one's coming from Peter Newland. Says, good morning, Guru and Adu. It's very obvious that APC and Buhari government is the most unreliable, corrupt government in the history of the country. Money, trillions spent to purchase military equipment which cannot be accounted for. Goodluck wants to rubbish his reputation by accepting an offer from APC to contest for presidency. He will not succeed. PDP is playing mind games to see who to bring out for the presidency. Peter from Kirikiri Town. All right, phone lines are buzzing. Hello, good morning. Hello. Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning to you. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Okol is my name. Calling from Bagada.
All right, Okon, go ahead, please.
Yes. Ado and Guru Buruburu, I must thank you people. I'm particularly interested in what Guru said about periscoping. It is time. I listened to one presidential candidate from one of the other parties this morning, and he spoke intelligently when he talked about intellectual property rights, training Nigerians, retraining, and so on. That is where the foreigners are making a lot of money. But the point there is this. The National Assembly, which is the problem of this country, we should use this opportunity of the Edmonds is talking about to interview virtually all of them, no matter for how long, it could be a few minutes and so on. Let there be a timetable to interview them. Because that's the problem. That is where we have the problem. The president can be anybody, but the National Assembly should be able to do their jobs. For those of them that are serving, they have tried to see how to age out new people with the huge amounts of money to be paid. But then, let God guide Guru to be able to do this periscoping so that we will punish all of them by exposing them by their discussions and so on, so that we know those of them that have something to offer and those that just go there to hide. So thank you very much. It still remains hashtag punish them at the post, and we must. Thank you.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, good morning, Prince Wise.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Mr. Guru, how are you today?
I salute you, my brother.
He's in the studio or outside the studio?
He's with us here. Go ahead, please.
Okay, I'm greeting all of you. And my topic goes this way. I want to throw it to Mr. Guru. Do you read the mind of former President Jonathan? Is he going to contest or not? Huh? Because as it is, if this man can succumb to the pressure, we should pressurize him. If he says yes, I want to contest, it will be a disaster for him. So the best thing to do is for him to say no. Everyone will be X, whether we like it or not. No position is forever. You've already made a plan for good 6 years. That is enough for you. Former Secretary government, you just spend only 3 months. That is Suneka. You will give state barrier. So if you do not now fail to pressure, I say I want to contest it once again. It will be a disaster for him. The best thing to do is for him to say, no, let me rest where I am now. That's what I will say. Good morning to you.
Thank you.
But it's interesting, Guru, that the president was also once the head of state. And he came back to be the president. And our first president in this Fourth Republic was also one time the head of state. And he came back to be the president. So Nigeria is not new to returning leaders, are we?
Nigeria is not new to returning leaders. But one thing that is happening now is that Nigerians are not interrogating, meaning shirking of responsibility. Because you have the responsibility to know who is the technicality behind the decision and why this is what we are decoding here. Because another angle, which there's no way I could finish this in just one discussion. Another angle is this. If Goodluck Jonathan accepts and they mobilize all the delegates and they voted for him and he is sworn in on 29th of May 2023, what made Buhari and his brothers to believe that Goodluck Jonathan cannot turn the barrel of the gun against them immediately and even send Buhari to prison because he would have been stripped of immunity and all of them? But I agree, Goodluck Jonathan is not as vicious as that. He has little capacity for holding wickedness. That's why I have always described it that he's a man who could not choose exactly where to belong, either the clergy or politician.
Yes, you said that.
So there are many things playing around. Somebody revealed Malubi effort. Because Malubi went against the Senate president, which was why the first reformation was not approved, was not signed by Buhari. There are many talks to go by it. Because Bola Tinubu, Ibrahim Ahmad Lawal, was believing that Bola Tinubu would pick him as the vice president. Because if you go to meet with the what they call them, the electors, they call delegates. This 29, this 2020, this is 2022. The preparation for the election is 2023. We are preparing. This is going to be the most corruptible, the most, with every audacity, with every authority of facts at my disposal. This is going to be the most. So you don't blame APC, except that whoever emerges after paying 100 million for reform will come to be president of Nigeria. Nigeria should check, say, hey, Deja is coming, and Deja has come. So if you look at it, Ahmad Lawa thought of that. But Buni saw this. It was for this that Buni wouldn't want to hand over. It was interim to organize something and hand over. He wanted to conduct, and which he conducted. But then, Abdullahi Adamu, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, former governor of Nasarawa, who now came into the question, distorted a lot of things. And one of the visits of Bola Tinubu that took him to Kano gave some unexplained narration. But immediately they were eyeing who would be the vice president. Was where the battle between you be governor,
Buni and
Lawal started. Then it now transformed to senators and they gave former governors. And it is for this reason that Adamu made a statement recently that if some governors are past governors, they are dividing the place. What were the prerequisites of is Adamu, not in the same category with Darie and Yami, except that court had not made this pronouncement. How many billions EFCC that become, they use EFCC to worship and they throw the balance anywhere. I pity EFCC. But can they do otherwise? It is the person who employed them that is using them and discarding them. So, who now became? Adamu who became? What is he? What is his pedigree in matter of corruption? It is for this reason that the whole world is wondering that had Muhammad Buhari had really come to fight corruption as he presented himself as anti-corruption czar, or and immediately he went to the public market of the Nigerian people and the whole world to pardon Darie and this thing and Yami. Hey, one Darie is 1.6 billion. Yami was 1.7 billion. These were proven and pronounced by court, including Supreme Court. The money that EFCC is pursuing Adamu is within the region of 25 billion. The people that were convicted, 1.6, 1.7. Goje, former governor, was 25 billion. Why EFCC were trying to say we are smart Alec, it was the judge that called the EFCC lawyer and said, come on, which case are you prosecuting now? And this one, you are jumping like a monkey on top of it. Which case? He said, my lord, is that a good? He said, so are you the only one that is not aware that the federal government has withdrawn the good? I think I've gone now, sir.
No. By the way, you can, if you're listening, you can get more information on what the Guru shared on his YouTube channel. There's a video where you explained this particular money play.
for video of what I term as Nosesica of the Nigeria scenario.
Yes.
Are being uploaded into that YouTube channel, God doing the Guru, this week.
so they can get more.
When you listen to these ones, you will get the facts because the guru will not come out without facts.
Chisholm on Twitter says GG joining the presidential race is pure distraction and it will not hold water. If GG joins APC, that's the end of his political career. This government is on hibernation mode till election. APC will not go anywhere come 2023. As for the crude theft that is done at the highest levels. Still on Twitter.
Did that person follow me to the creek? What did I go to the creek to do? To look for the... What did I go to the creek to do?
To look for the thieves.
And what did this man just tweet? Is it tweet?
Yes, it's Twitter.
You must be something. You must be something.
Okay.
Right.
Your son Adegboyega says America government doubles their security votes. Immediately the 9/11 attacks happened, though they were warned about the attacks. Unlike here, security votes are squandered without sanctions from PMB. The security chiefs have become billionaires overnight. Adegboyega goes on to say, the guru asked what could have made JG to wish to run for presidency with all the name-calling, bashing accolades that he received after he lost as incumbent in 2015. Answer, the Nigerian factor. The Nigerian factor of longer truth.
Okay.
All right, one phone call before you give us an update of your journey. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, the guru.
Good morning
Good
to
morning.
you.
This is Akman speaking.
Akman,
From Onuru.
good to have you join the conversation, please.
I am happy what Adu said. If you want to hear more, go to the guru and this in YouTube channel. You will see him, he will explain. Read his body language, you will notice where it's coming from. And again, to some callers, the guru does not come and just say things because he wants to say it. The guru has a lot of facts that he cannot say on radio. If you meet him one-on-one, you will know more facts. Adu, next election, the money that we spend in that election coming up in Nigeria was supposed to be used to build Nigeria for the next 25 years. But that money will be spent on next election because it is now money politics. Thank you, Adu.
Thank you very much. Don't forget that PDP primaries in 2019 in Port Harcourt. The game was changed. The narrative was changed from naira to dollar. How many thousands dollars you don't know each delegate got in Port Harcourt?
It's easier to carry dollars, you know.
Of course. Who really want to take naira from you?
Naira is bulky.
Is that not why there's no more foreign exchange for Nigerians from the CBN? In those days, your Visa card, load it with naira here. You have naira. You go to any part of the world, you push your Visa card, and it assesses it. It gives you equivalent of dollar.
Yes.
That time, you could withdraw as up to $10,000. As the CBN, Nigeria CBN, listener, didn't you know this? That facility has been pegged down to $20 in a month. In a month. Meaning, all you can, if you have trillions in naira here, because the dollar is no more in the market. There is no value there with dollar. Are those that liquidating our everything, are they not the ones sponsoring God Emefiele? Should I be mentioning names here? Huh? The money is finished. This year, from both sides, PDP, APC, oh my God, this the last caller said, next 50 years, the money that could build Nigeria for the next 1,000 years will be finished. And whoever that comes, the carcasses of the remains of the corruption will sell Nigeria. Because Nigeria, one of the top politicians told me this. This was, I knew it a long time ago, but this was the last 24 hours. He said, the guru, why are you worrying yourself? Nigeria is an elephant that's falling. What I used to hear before that it was one leg we were dealing with. But this man had told me yesterday that it is one hand of the elephant. There is still one hand left. There are two legs left. And the whole of elephant. He said, you know, Nigeria keeps generating money. He said, let us talk how you can walk yourself to where you will be at the generating point. Then you now ask the question, say, how much did we get last week? He said, okay, let's share appropriation. God forbid batting. I will never be part of that. I will never be part of that. All right. Time is gone.
Yeah.
Okay, I want to thank you for doing a very thorough job. Rhoda, thank you very, very much for doing a good job. And let us come to this. I went, I saw, I conquered because I was highly welcomed. My brothers and my sisters in the whole riverine area treated me with glory and honor. None of them spoke a word of attempt on my life. None of them told me that, even when I moved to places that are like hot, where decisions are being taken, I was being entertained. And of course, I brought fish. But I cannot share for you. But they promised me some. Once they deliver, are there thieves? Yes. Is Nigeria crude oil being stolen to the tune of 80%? Yes. Are these vessels being loaded at continental international waters? It used to be, but now the vessels coming to take the crude. Who therefore are the movers? Are these vessels where they are coming, are they being guided, are they being protected? Yes. Who are the thieves? I'm not going to tell you. I did not meet the thieves. So I didn't know them. Nigeria 80% oil, is it being stolen? Yes. I'm repeating this for emphasis. Are the vessel waiting in international waters then ventilated this thing, loading the crude go to meet them? As it used to be, no. The vessels are not coming in to load. Do they come in under any escort? Yes. Armed escort? Yes. Illegal armed, unknown gunmen? No. Who are those? I did not see them. So I did not know. Then I want to thank Friends of the Guru. Friends of the Guru, thank you very, very much. But the journey consumed a little more than I think. And Adu, you always commend the Friends of the Guru. Friends of the Guru, you tried. I enjoyed your support because at least of the journey, you gave about 120,000 naira. All your delicious come together. It's part of what lightened the load for me. So we can do better. We are not doing our best yet, Friends of the Guru. And most of the facts that I don't dish out here, it is on the page of Friends of the Guru, Telegram that I post them. So what is happening? Please, my brothers and sisters, we are now 4,700 members of Friends of the Guru. We can show more than this. 1,000 minimum per month. Please. I have just read out the amount with which you supported this journey. There is much to be done. Let us go for it. Of course, before I sign off, you can follow me on Twitter or at Godwin_Buebu. Buebu is spelled simple, Buebu. Godwin. Now God win. So it's simple.